Raider Nation, what's going on, man? KR82, and I'm back with an episode of The Five. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. So this time, I'm going to basically concentrate on the most memorable moments for me during the season. The season was rough, man. I remember the off season, my hopes were high. I really thought we had a team that could compete for the playoffs. And at times during the season, hey man, they played well. You know what I'm saying? Eventually we finished 4-12 in complete chaos again. But just sit back and enjoy my favorite 5 moments of the season. Thanksgiving Day against the Cowboys. I'm home, chilling, just got finished eating. My brother here, we sitting out looking at football together. He a Cowboy fan, I'm a Raider fan, and of course the first half we kicked their ass. We ended up losing. But number 5 is the performance Holmes put on that game. I remember sitting out looking, I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, I know about him, you know what I'm saying? Even heard about him, big tall guy, got speed. He was suspended, then they left him on the roster, so I figured he had talent. But that performance that he put on, I mean, it looked like, you gotta admit, that game, that was number 1 wide receiver performance. I wanna say, I think he had like 130 some yards receiving. He didn't have a touchdown, but he dominated that game, man. Him and Warren was in sync. And I was like, shit, this dude right here, like, he gonna be something. But that was my number 5 most memorable moment. Hey, for times during the season, man, we had a real good defense. It was one point in time before the Eagle game, I was like, shit, we got a playoff defense. I was like, if the offense could just not turn the ball over, you know, score a few points, I felt like we could win games. The games that stuck out to me was their first half against the Chargers. They shut Phillip Rivers down. The defense actually beat Pittsburgh by themselves. They shut the Redskins down, even though the Redskins won that game. Second half against the Colts, they shut Andrew Luck down. That's just off the top of my head, man. For a point, I thought we had a playoff defense. Defense was playing real well, and it was shocking to me. That's why that's like my number 4 most memorable thing during the season, man. The Raiders actually had a defense. You gotta admit, the D was so much better this year. If you know me, you know I hate the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. Can't stand them. I hate them. Pittsburgh, I almost hate Pittsburgh as much as I love the Raiders. So, of course, my number 3 most memorable moment during the season is when Terrell Pryor got the ball on the read option and took that bitch 93 yards. And it was like the second play of the game, I think. Man, he was out. I remember one of the linemen, Mike Brazil, whatever his name is, he said, man, he like a daggum gazelle out there. I mean, Terrell Pryor turned that thing on the 50-yard line and he dusted every Pittsburgh Steeler. They might as well just stop running. That was one of my favorite plays during the season was Terrell Pryor getting in the record books for the longest run by a quarterback. I want to say they sent this stuff to the Hall of Fame. I think I read that. I ain't for sure about that, man. But yeah, Terrell Pryor, 93-yard run. It was a hell of a play, man. Okay, check this out. We beating San Diego. We've been dominating the game. All of a sudden, it's happening again to us, y'all. San Diego starting to drive the ball. Phillip Rivers picking us apart. Keenan Allen is killing us. I'm getting mad as shit. This was the game I stayed up late as shit to see. That game came on like 1 o'clock on the East Coast. I stayed up late to see it, man. We had played so well. Terrell Pryor had played so well. And it was 27-17 with like, I want to say 3 minutes left in the game, and the Chargers were driving down the field. They was on like the 7-yard line. I remember Phillip dropped back. He dropped back and he looked, and it seemed like on the camera you could see somebody wide the fuck open. He throw the ball. I'm about to get pissed, and all of a sudden I see DJ Hayden flying through there, diving, getting that damn interception, man. I was so happy for him. I was so happy for us, man. I felt like it was all worth staying up that late to see the team play. It was an awesome victory, man. To me, that was like our best victory of the season, man. We had won that game 27-17. Phillip Rivers was kind of picking on DJ Hayden a little bit in that game, and to see him go dive in there, man, and get the game sealing INT, hey, man, it was my second most memorable moment during the season. My number 1 most memorable moment during this season where we went 4-12 was in week 1. I will never forget, man, coming out of that preseason, I had no hope. I fired the coaching staff. The defense played like shit against the Saints. No effort, nothing. The coach came out, they was up 14-0. I was about ready to just go take my shit off my truck, throw my head away, man. I was going crazy in the house. I was already cussing at the TV, man. My wife mad. And all of a sudden, the second half, the Raiders started playing some damn football, man. Terrell Pryor took over the game. I still remember this game, man. I was so, like I said, I buy a whole my buddy records the whole season of the Raiders and he sell it to me at the end of the season. So I actually just looked at it again. And he had about 200, I think, 17 yards passing, like 110 yards rushing. The numbers might be off a little bit. But we was buzzing. The whole Raider Nation was buzzing. Like, hold the fuck on, man. Do we got a quarterback? Terrell Pryor dominated that game, man. And after looking at the tape, like I said, if he stay focused and keep playing and trying to develop and don't get stable, stay hungry, there's no doubt in my mind if boy can play quarterback in this league. It's just this regime just don't want him. Mackenzie Allen, they just don't want him. But that week 1, the performance of Terrell Pryor, man, the way he got away from sacks, the scrambling ability, man, the whole team, man, it just wasn't him. It was the whole team, man. They played their hearts out. When he hit that wide open tight end, mastered, man, and that mother, I can run faster than him, man. I was like, I know we was all trying to push him downfield, like go, and they just hawked him down, man. And Pryor took that bad sack. I'm reliving that shit all over again, man. It was a hell of a game. That was one of the best losses I ever experienced, man, because I saw fight, I saw heart, I saw a franchise QB in Terrell Pryor. Say what you want about him. Go back and look at it week 1 and tell me you didn't think that, hey, man, we might got our answer. I say Dennis Allen them fucked them over. But anyway, man, that was my most memorable moment, man. Thank y'all for looking at the 5, man. I appreciate y'all, man. As I always say, it's only one nation, and that's the Raider Nation. Peace.